What's up, everyone? My name is Aaron from the Soban Network, here with another game review. Today we are doing SpaceHulk, Deathwing. Um, it is a first-person shooter, kind of like a Left 4 Dead clone. It's set in the Warhammer 40k universe, and it's a very interesting game. I got probably 30 hours into it. Played both the single player and multiplayer. We're going to be showing off the single player, a little bit into the game, and a little bit about it. So in it, you are a Terminator of the Dark Angels Space Marine chapter, and you're trying to explore this SpaceHulk, which is like a lot of ships pretty much like super glued and like puttied and Play-Doh together. And you're trying to figure out if a lost ship of yours, of your chapters, what fate it had. Now, the gameplay is actually pretty okay. It's pretty good for a Left 4 Dead kind of clone-esque kind of style. Graphically, it's very, very, very beautiful. As you can see here, even kind of the statues in that, it really shows off kind of like the Warhammer 40k universe. In this case, we're actually on a Black Templar ship, which is very, very gothic-y kind of thing. Even the rebel, it's very cool. Now, there is a couple bugs with the game. It has been released for a little bit now, but they're still working on some bugs with multiplayer. But it visually looks very stunning. That's one of the big things about it that I quite enjoy. As you can see, we have our HUD. You can see the kind of map. That gives you an estimate of where things are coming from. Right now we're using a plasma cannon, and we're against some of our main enemies. What's also cool is you can also have melee attacks. In this case, we are equipped with a power fist, you know, for all fisting goodness. So it's kind of cool that it adds both those aspects, and you can have both at the same time. With that, you know, sometimes it feels a little bit clunky while you're trying to swing and do melee at the same time. But otherwise, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And your gun can jam. This could be very bad. The AI does try to hide. Tries to sneak up on you. I think he's still down there. No. So that's kind of cool that the AI does think. And as we saw before, they can come from multiple directions. They will continuously spawn. So you gotta have to watch how you're clearing things. Now, there's a couple enemy types. There's the regular gene stealers, which we're seeing. There's these hybrids that also have long-range attacks, and they're pretty dangerous. But you just gotta be careful, take things slow, and kind of do things. So as you can see here, they had even little technical data, like this is part of a missile silo, and yeah, you can see even though they can't do a lot of damage, you know, they can do a little bit. So the campaign is nice. It's very linear though. Like you can explore a lot on a map. I'm just trying to get to a save point. Show off the map a little bit. Yeah. So the map itself is actually can get pretty big, but it's very linear on some maps. Other maps, you know, I think it's going to affect the replayability, but I do hope they'll add some DLC to it. But what's kind of cool is it won't necessarily play over exactly the same every time. Simply put, you take different quarters, enemies will spawn differently.
Warning, missile launcher.
There's not as I have not really found anything being too fixed with the AI spawns. Alright, nothing again. As you can see, they're coming in from down here. Weapon jammed.
Heavy stopper detected.
So you gotta be careful. Now there's a good amount of weapon options. We're gonna try to show that off. But there's a mix of close combat and long-range weapons, which are very iconic for Warhammer. Like there's the Stormbolter. As you can see, there's the assault cannon. Like look at that. You can see the rounds go in. That was a biggie. And also, what's kind of cool is in the multiplayer, you know, you can pick different classes, like an assault class or a tactical. Oh yeah, these are some of the defenses. Wow, got wrecked. Okay, healed up again. You can get an apothecary. So you got some options in multiplayer, which is good. There's also like spread out relics, which you can recover, which can also do some bonuses. So that's kind of cool. We're gonna just move a little bit. All right. Let's see if we can get down the door. Okay. Now the cinematics are really cool. You can kind of get this a little bit. You can see like different things going on with it. It can give you some hints of some future battles that might happen. But just there's a lot of minor details with it. Now let's get into the side gate. So this is how you can get to your armory, and you can re-equip yourself and your squad. And you can do this in multiplayer, which is good. Always have a psyker. So you get in here and you go to your armory. Now we don't have everything unlocked. There's still quite a bit of stuff to unlock. You have the iconic Stormbolter, and your weapon, depending on what you have, can unlock different things. We haven't unlocked a Force Axe yet. You can have a Force Sword, the Power Fist, the Mace is if you pre-ordered it. Redemption, kind of like a kind of shotgun on crack. The Assault Cannon, Heavy Flamer, get a Plasma Cannon, which we were using, or Lightning Claws. You could just deke out for close combat. You could be like, what up, Gene Stealers, and just claw them to death. We're going to go grab the Redemption. Also, being a Psyker, a Librarian of the Imperium, you can also grab some Psychic powers. This is like fire, different things, like you could literally like teleport and explode in enemies, which is kind of cool. You can also equip your squad mates with different things. You can make them all sorts of goodness. Assault Cannon, though, is honestly one of the best things. You can make your Apothecary, kind of like heal people, and then you deploy. And then you can go back to it. So, what's my take on Deathwing? As we're about to get into another insane melee, and we're going to bring death to our foes. Well, it's very simple. If you want a game that plays to Warhammer lore and get your heart going, you know, this is it. Like, if you're a diehard Warhammer fan, this is it. You know, you're starting to move through the melee. Gene Stealers are coming from everywhere. As you can see, they're coming from the ceiling. Our work is not done. So visually, it can get some pretty crazy. We're not even playing on the highest difficulty. But do I got Marty coming? But I don't know. The only concern I have is the replayability. Oh, big tank, big tank. Yeah, that's always bad. So that's the end of it. And I get my Thunderhammer's Storm Shield, but yeah, so I quite enjoy this game. I highly recommend it for people who definitely like Warhammer and also want just pretty much, as you can see, I'm going in, I'm killing stuff. The objectives, they're very simple. Just go in, either kill something, break something, hold the area for a while, that sort of stuff. The story is okay. Honestly, it's just the story. It's not the greatest, but well, for us playing Warhammer, playing a game, story is always usually secondary, unfortunately. But usually it's just we go in, we kill, and I like that. The only concern I have is the replayability. There's only a couple maps, even though you can play different classes, get different things out of it, which is nice, which I think will make it last a little bit longer. I just hope that there's DLC that comes out that actually kind of goes to like new campaigns, gets you kind of some different things, like the Left 4 Dead series, which I keep comparing this to. I hope they kind of go that route where they release other DLC with different like kind of series of maps. Just so you can get more out of it. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next episode of our next game review. Till then, happy gaming. Bye-bye.